So bank reconciliation statement, what is the need for this BRS? Why should we prepare this BRS? So as I told you earlier, to patch up the difference between your cash book and your passbook, we need this statement called bank reconciliation statement. So the first need is to identify the reasons for the difference between this bank balance as per the cash book and bank balance as per the passbook. So you have to first identify the reasons for the difference between your bank column of your cash book and your bank balance as per passbook. Then the second need is that we need to identify the delay in clearance of check. Why there is a delay? So as I told you in one of those examples where you have issued a check to your supplier and the supplier must deposit the check with the bank. So the date of issue will be different and the date of payment will be different. So there is a time gap between the date of issue and the date of payment. Similarly, I even told you when we deposit a check which has been received from our customer, we are depositing that with the bank, right? And it will take 1 or 2 days for the clearance of check, for the check to be realized. The 2 days in between, there is a time gap, there is a delay. So you have to identify that. Then to ascertain the correct balance of the bank column of cash book. So why do we need this bank reconciliation statement? So in order to ascertain the correct balance of the bank column of cash book. And the most important point is that we need this BRS to keep a control or check over the misuse of funds. So in a big concern, they will have a lot of accountants who are dealing with this. Right? It is the accountant who maintains these records or the registers, right? So there are ample opportunities for them to misuse or misappropriate the funds. Similarly, on the other end, the bank staff, right? So when we have this BRS, it can be done at any time. So it will always keep a control, or it can be used as a check over the misuse of funds. So accountants, they very well know. So at any time, if the management or if the higher official prepares this BRS, he will come to know about this. So he will not misuse any fund. So this bank reconciliation statement can be prepared at any day, any time, anywhere. So these are the needs for the preparation of bank reconciliation statement. And why there are some differences between your balance, bank balance as per cash book and bank balance as per your passbook. Why there is a difference? So you can deal this with respect to two types of differences. One is a timing difference, the other one is errors in recording. So what are those timing differences? Checks issued but not yet presented for payment. So let us take the old example which I have explained it in the previous video. Same thing. So I am issuing a check on 1st of February to Mr. Ram. And Mr. Ram has presented the check for payment only on 1st of March. So there is a time gap of 1 month. Able to understand this? Check issued but not yet presented for payment. And I have already recorded when I issued the check to Mr. Ram in my cash book on 1st of February. But Mr. Ram has presented the check with his bank only on 1st of March. And it took again 1 or 2 days for the check. For the amount to be transferred from my account to Mr. Ram's account. So there is a time gap again. This is one of the reason. Then check deposited into bank but not yet credited. So now I have received a check from my customer and I have deposited the check with my bank. Right? And it takes around 1 or 2 days for the amount to get credited to my account. From my customer's account, the amount has to be transferred to my account. This 1 or 2 days delay is one of the reason for the difference in the cash book and passbook. Then bank charges an interest on loan and overdraft. See, bank may charge you an interest for the money borrowed from the bank, or in case of an overdraft facility which is being given to a current account holder. So I have already discussed this during the contra entry when we spoke about contra entry in the previous chapter. I told you what is meant by bank overdraft. So when the business is not having sufficient money in its bank account, so it can borrow money from the bank. As a result of this, the amount overdrawn from bank, you call it as bank overdraft. It is just like a loan. It is a facility, privileged facility given to current account holders of a bank. So even if you are not having sufficient money in your bank account, you can still borrow money from the bank. You can withdraw money from the bank up to a limit of 1 lakh, for which you have to pay an interest. So these bank charges or the interest on loan or interest on bank overdraft will automatically be deducted from your account, which you may not know, right? Unless you make an entry in your passbook, you may not know that. Only when you make an entry in the passbook, you can see on which date exactly they have deducted the bank charges from your account. And then only you will be recording that in your cash book. So there is a time gap. Then interest and dividends collected by the bank. So as I told you earlier regarding the collections and standing instructions, right? So you have asked your banker to collect the interest and dividend on your behalf, and it will automatically be credited to your account. It will be added to your account. You may not know exactly on which date the banker has collected the interest or dividend and credited to your account. When will you know? Only when you see your passbook. When you make an entry in the passbook, you will come to know exactly on which date it has been credited to your account. So only after checking the balance with your bank statement, you will be recording that transaction in your cash book. Again, it is a time difference, a time lag is there. And dishonor of checks and bills. So you are receiving a check from your customer and depositing the check with the bank. Unfortunately, on the other end, your customer's account doesn't have sufficient amount, what will happen to the check which you have deposited? It will bounce. Amount will not be transferred from your customer's account to your account. Why? There is lack of fund in your customer's account. Your customer doesn't have sufficient money in his account. So when you deposit the check with the bank, the amount is not transferred. Then the check is being dishonored there. Similarly, when you issue a check, if you don't have sufficient amount in your account, when other person presents the check for payment, it will be dishonored. So this dishonor of check again has some timing difference. Then amount paid by parties directly into bank. See, some customers will ask you, so if you give your account number, I will directly transfer the amount from my account to yours. Like that. So the customer will directly deposit money to your account. You may not know exactly on which date the customer has deposited the money to your account. When will you come to know? Only after making an entry in your passbook. So after looking at the entry in your bank statement, you can record that in your cash book. So till such time there will be a difference due to time. Then amount paid when payment made directly by the bank to others. Similarly, you would have given standing instructions to the banker to make some payment on your behalf on such and such date. Right? So, your banker has made the payment on your behalf. Money has been taken out from your account, which you may not know till you make an entry in your passbook. Then bills collected by the bank on behalf of its customer. So any bills, any payment, any cash which is being collected from your customers on your behalf by the bank, it will be automatically credited to your account. It will be added to your account, which you may not know till you make an entry in your passbook. So these are some of the timing difference. Then what is errors in recording? So this difference arises due to errors in recording the entries. So errors committed in recording by the business, by the cashier, okay, in the cash book, or errors committed in recording the transactions by the bank. So wrong debit, instead of debiting from another person's account, they have wrongly debited from your account. Say for example, there are so many people with the same name and same initials, right? Mistakes can be committed by anybody at any time. Like this, a person having the same name like yours with the same initial, the banker got confused by mistake. Instead of deducting from that person's account, they have wrongly deducted the amount from your account. Wrong debit. And vice versa, instead of crediting to another person's account, they have wrongly credited to your account. It has been added to your account. Again, there is a mistake. These are all due to errors committed in recording of the transactions by the bank.